Good evening to all and welcome to the session. Before we go to the actual session, I would like to talk about the new courses, the new batches going to be launched on October 6th. So, what are these batches? Top Educators Top Batches starting from 6th October. First one, Team Phoenix, SSC, CGL, and CHSL 2021-22 exams. Pathway to crack SSC exams with India's best educators starting on 6th October. And what are the features? Covers full syllabus for SSC CGL 2021 exams. The classes will be taught in Hindi and the notes will be provided in English. Total 400 plus hours consumed. Duration of the batch is 9 months. Unlimited access to tests, weekly quiz and mock tests, dedicated doubt clearing sessions. Then we have SSC CGL and CHSL 2021 exams. Crack SSC Stenographer 2021 exam. Foundation Batch SSC CPO 2021 exam. Set Brahmastra Batch, all government exams, banks and SSC. All these batches are starting on 6th October. Good evening, Vishal. And every Sunday there's a combat test. All that you have to do, answer 40 questions in 50 minutes. You can win scholarship from a pool of 1 crore. You have to use my referral code Murthy10. If you use my referral code, you can get 10% discount. All set, let's crack it. We'll go to the actual session. Here, good evening. Please have a look at question number 1 and try to spot the error. Today I have brought 20 questions, grammar related, and about 25 words, effective vocabulary. Please have a look at the first sentence and try to. Good evening. Thank you. No problem. You can watch later. Absolutely no problem. This is an important question. Why is it an important question? If you know the rule, it's an easy question. Here we have 3 subjects. One, Mr. Gupta. Second, his wife. Third, and there's a conjunction, younger brother. But the clue for you, the word with. It is used as a conjunction. There are some conjunctions. When we use those conjunctions to join 2 or more subjects, then the verb agrees with the first subject. Now here, what is the first subject? Mr. Gupta. This is the first subject. And there is a conjunction with. Mr. Gupta is singular or plural? It is singular. Based on that, we cannot use were. We have to use was. Put all these words in brackets. Now you ask the question, Mr. Gupta were present or was present? What will you say? You will definitely say was present. I said there are some conjunctions which are very important. I would like to list out some of them which are very important. First one already they have used, with, along with, as well as, besides, in addition to, like, unlike, no less than. So many are there. Important ones I have written, etc. When we use any of these conjunctions, the verb always agrees with the first subject. Among these, with is important. Along with, they have used in so many exams. as well as. But try to remember all of them. You never know which one they're going to touch. When we use these conjunctions to join two or more subjects, do remember the verb agrees with the first subject. That is a rule over here. Please go to question number 2. Good evening. Please go to question number 2. Not an easy one. If you know the rule, it is easy. If you don't know the rule, it is not easy. As simple as that. Any question for that matter. No one has responded. Question number 2. Here, there is an error in the first part. Where is the error? There is an error in the first part. What is wrong with the first part? If you take the word summons, singular. Many students think it is plural. Summonses is a plural form. And there is a clue for you. Three is singular or plural. Three means plural. Have been issued. Have also is a plural verb. Then we cannot say summons. We have to say three summonses have been issued by the district court, but he has not turned up yet. He hasn't turned up yet means he hasn't come yet. So this question is based on noun. What is this? Noun related question. Nouns. Summons singular, summonses plural. Many students don't know. One of the reasons here why they have given this question, when you see the word summons, it looks like plural. So you think there is no error, but there is an error. Summons is not correct. Summonses is correct. I hope you got it. Question number 3. This is an easy one, should not be a problem. These kind of clothes are rather expensive for me to buy. It depends on, please don't ask new questions, Nazmul. I have already told you. Any question related to these, I'm ready to answer, but outside these, please don't ask. Every student brings one question, then we cannot work on these questions. I will answer questions related to the questions I have brought, doubts related to the questions I have brought. So here, these, is it singular or plural? Plural. Clothes, plural. Are a plural verb. When there are so many words in the plural form, we cannot use kind. It should be these kinds. These kinds of clothes is correct. This kind is correct. These kinds is also correct. Here we cannot use kind. We have to use a plural noun. And also, when it comes to 4 words, this, these, that, those, these are used either as demonstrative pronouns or demonstrative adjectives. Same word can be a demonstrative pronoun, can be a demonstrative adjective. I'll write 2 examples. Let us say, this is a good batch. One example, this batch is good. Answer my question in the first sentence. This is a good batch. Is it a demonstrative pronoun or a demonstrative adjective? Just answer. And these are very important when it comes to para-jumble. Any sentence that has a demonstrative pronoun or demonstrative adjective cannot be the first sentence. No one has answered my question. Here, this is a good batch. Demonstrative pronoun. This batch, here batch is a noun. The word this is describing batch, which is a noun. So what is this here? Demonstrative adjective. In English, we can use the same word as a different part of speech. How do you decide the part of speech? Based on the function. Here it is used instead of batch, which is a noun, so it is a pronoun. Here in the second sentence, it is describing batch, which is a noun. Any word that describes a noun is an adjective, demonstrative adjective. Please go to question number 4. My brother finds it difficult to pass away the time at her grandparents' house. Good evening, Ankit. Please answer question number 4. Already a few students have answered. They say there is an error in the second part. I'm sorry. There is an error in the second part. What is wrong with the second part? My brother finds it difficult, no problem. To pass away. Pass away means die. So here we cannot use pass away. We have to strike off the word away. Then what do you get? My brother finds it difficult to pass the time at our grandparents' house. Then it is correct. What is the meaning of the phrasal verb pass away? To die. We can also use one idiomatic expression. What is it? Kick the bucket. Have you heard of this any time? Kick the bucket. Kick the bucket means to die. That is an idiomatic expression. Origin could be Indian English, but here pass away means to die. He passed away. We don't say he died. It doesn't sound good. For that we say he passed away. When you say something that is harsh in a nice way, for that there is one important word in English. What is that word? It is called, have you heard of the word euphemism? Euphemism means saying something that is harsh in a nice way. He died, it doesn't sound good. He passed away sounds better. Again, we say mental hospital, it doesn't sound good. But we say asylum. Mental hospital, very harsh. Asylum sounds better. That is also called euphemism. Remember that word, it's an important word, euphemism. Let us go to question number 5. This is an important one. You got to read very carefully, only then you can answer. Little knowledge of playing volleyball that she possessed proved to be helpful at the time of inaugural match. Where is the error? Senior citizen, old people. Old people doesn't sound good. Senior citizen sounds better. That's a good one, Nazmul. 5-1. Very good. Who is this? Vishal has got it right, the first one. But what is wrong with that? Always try to first identify which part has the error. Try to write the correct expression. That helps in the long run. Here, there are 3 expressions you have to think of. One, little. Second, a little. Third, the little. Little means almost nothing, hardly anything. That has a negative connotation. Almost nothing or negative. It has a negative connotation. A little means at least some. The little means whatever is there, or something specific, something specific. Now tell me what is the correct expression. Very good. Who is this? Shivam. Oh, a bit surprising. Chauhan. Here, the little is correct. Very good. I appreciate that. Specific. The little means what? Whatever is there or something specific. Here it is specific. The little knowledge, whatever is there, you can take that way also. The little knowledge of playing volleyball that she possessed proved to be helpful at the time of inaugural match. This is based on little, a little, the little. In so many competitive exams, they have given questions related to little goes with quantity, uncountable. And you have to recollect here, very important, one is few. Oh, I'm sorry. Here you have to think of, where is this? Huh? Few, a few, the few. Few goes with countable nouns and little goes with uncountable nouns. Same meaning. Few, almost nothing, hardly anything, negative connotation. A few, at least to some. The few, specific or whatever is there. That's a good question. The practice of starving the children in order to cure diarrhea also aggravates the situation. Now, where is the error? Exactly, you're right. Shivam. Please go to question number 6. You got to read carefully, meticulously. Only then you can spot the error. No one has responded. Question number 6. That's a bit surprising. Still, starving children. Yes, here we cannot say the children. What is the reason? When it comes to articles, you all know articles broadly two: indefinite, definite. Indefinite articles again two: a and an. But there is another dimension. What is it? Omission of articles. This question is based on omission of articles. Before certain nouns, we should not use any article, generally speaking. So when it comes to this question is about article at the outset, and when it comes to countable nouns, abstract nouns, and also uncountable nouns, countable nouns plural, plural, abstract nouns, uncountable nouns, we should not use any article, no article. But generally speaking, what is it? Generally, here, I'll write here. Today somehow. Generally speaking. Specific you can use. There's a difference between generally and also specific. Generally speaking, no article. Specific you can use. Here it's a general statement, not specific. Based on that, we should not use a definite article the, and without the article, it is correct. Based on that, the practice of starving children, general statement, in order to cure diarrhea also aggravates the situation. Children, general. Another example, computers are useful, a general statement. If I say the computers are useful, it is wrong. Computers are useful. But specific, where are the computers? Here I'm talking about specific computers. Where are the computers? That is also right. So you have to read the sentence very carefully, only then you can make out. Otherwise, not possible. Question number 7 is rather easy, should not be a problem. She said that she was glad to be here that evening. Always ask the question, what is this question about? That helps in the long run. Question number 7, where is the error? Yes. All of you listen very carefully. Whenever you come across words like said, asked, told, ordered, warned. You have to think of requested. You have to think of indirect speech or narration. Actual statement, she said, I'm glad to be here this evening. Actual statement. How does it change? She said that she is changes to she was. I am glad. She was glad. So here there is no problem. She said that she was glad to be here. This evening changes to that evening, but here changes to what? Here changes to there. Based on that, to be here is not correct. To come here, that is also wrong. To be there, answer is the second option. To have been here, not correct. I think you guys got it right. To be here, wrong. To be there. Here changes to there. Question is about indirect speech. That you should always ask. What is this question about? Question number 8, not that difficult. If you know conditionals, you can answer within no time. Conditional sentences. Here, listen very carefully. When you see the word if, you have to become alert and you have to go to the main clause. What is the main clause here? I will attend the seminar. I shall attend the seminar. I will attend the seminar. Both mean the same. And which tense is that? Future tense. And which clause is this? Main clause. Main clause is in future tense. That means it is open conditional. You should be able to make out based on grammar knowledge. So open conditional, main clause we use future tense, nothing wrong. And if clause we use present tense, but here they have used future again, not correct. So will should not be there. Without that, how does the sentence go? If I get an opportunity, I shall attend the seminar. If I get an opportunity, I will attend the seminar. It is a combination of, very good, who is that? Private working aspirant. Open conditional, combination of present tense plus future tense. That is open conditional. Something may happen, may not happen. It's open. Good. Again, you have if, become alert, go to the main clause, see what it is, then you decide which tense, which condition it has to be in. If does not take models with it, that way also you can remember, absolutely no problem. 9, third option is a very good question. As I said, whenever you come across the word if, become alert and go to the main clause. What is the main clause here? This is the main clause. Would plus have plus verb, past participle form. Buy, bought. Main clause, you have would plus have plus verb, past participle. That means which conditional is that? Past conditional. Past conditional, main clause we use would plus have plus verb, past participle. And when it comes to if clause, we use past perfect tense. Which tense do we use? Past perfect. Good evening. Based on that, here it is in present perfect, not correct. And what is the past perfect form of that idea? If I had money, that is past tense. If I have had money, present perfect, not correct. I did have, again past emphatic. So what is the answer? We have to use had 2 times. If I had had money, I would have bought this car. I had had my breakfast before I came here. Another example. So here we have to focus on the main clause. Based on that, you have to decide the if clause. You have to use past perfect tense. And there's one more pattern over here. In English, you have a choice. You can drop the word if. If you drop the word if, then past perfect should be in interrogative form. How does it go? Had I had money, had I had money, I would have bought something. If you use if, past perfect should be in affirmative. If you don't use the word if, past perfect tense should be in interrogative. Had I had, that is right. Please go to question number 10. The others shook their heads and made vague noises of approval. Let me tell you something here. You have to decide whether the word shook is right or wrong. If you think it is not correct, then you have to choose one of the options. Vague means what? Not clear. Private working aspirant says fourth option. Let others also respond. Then I will tell you whether it is right or wrong. Yes, answer is the fourth option. Here it talks about approval. Context is something positive. And we don't use the word shook. It is neutral. Hung, ruled out, not contextually relevant. Turned around, that is also not correct. It has another meaning. It has a negative connotation. Turned around means to take one stand and change that stand completely. So answer is the others nodded their heads and made vague noises of approval. Nodded, nod your head. This is the right word. Question number 11. Making pies and cakes. Mrs. Kumar's speciality. So what is which option is correct to fill the blank? Here the subject is not pies and cakes. That is not the subject. Subject is making. What is this making? It is nothing but the verb ing form of present participle used as a noun. We can do it. Then what is it called? It is called gerund. What is gerund? We use the present participle, that means verb ing form, as a noun. Then we use a technical term, gerund. Making is the subject. Put pies and cakes in brackets. Always remember, don't consider the phrase or the clause after the subject. Once you put the phrase or the clause in brackets, ask the question, will you say making is or making are? You get the answer. You will not say making have and has appropriate or is ruled out. Making is Mrs. Kumar's specialty. Making what? Making pies and cakes is Mrs. Kumar's specialty. So this is based on subject verb agreement. Yes, of course. Question number 12. This is an important expression. Ever since Rashmi's parents died, here the clause is in past, but they should have used not had. Have is better. It should not be had, it should be have. We use a present perfect or present perfect continuous. Seen by is not correct, not the fourth option. No. Seen of is not correct. Why no response? Only one student has responded. No, one is not correct. Four is not correct. And two is not correct. So what are you left with? Ever since Rashmi's parents died, her maternal grandparents have seen to all her needs. See to something means what? Take care. Usually we say, see to it that he is comfortable. See to it that he gets timely help. See to. Here it is in past participle form. Have seen. You have to use present perfect tense. Based on that, a verb should be in past participle form. And the preposition seen, have seen to. Take care of. See to it that. I'll write one example you understand. See to it that he gets a rest. Look at this example. See to it that he gets rest. See to it that he gets timely help means make sure or make sure. That is one meaning. And also in this context, he gets rest. Make sure he gets rest. See to it that he gets timely help. Have you got the meaning? So answer is C. Sunita told, I have already told you guys, when you come across words like said, told, ordered, warned, requested, urged, asked, you have to think of indirect speech. Now, based on that, what is the answer? Fulfill also you can say. Yes, Shivam, that's right. Make sure, fulfill. Very good. I appreciate that. This is based on whenever you come across said, told, asked, ordered, warned, requested, urged, think of indirect speech. First, you think of the actual statement. Sunita said, I will go to Chennai next month. Actual statement, future tense. Will changes to would. Based on that, Sunita told me that she would go to Chennai next month. It is not shall, it is not will, and will or shall we use would. So based on that, she would go to Chennai next month. I think you guys got it right. Question number 14. Whenever you come across prepositions since and for, think of two tenses, present perfect continuous. One of the two tenses you have to use with since and for. How much money? Since the death of your father. The death of your father, that is a phrase. Vishal says, no, did you waste is not correct. How much money? When you come across or see two prepositions, since, for, these two prepositions go with either present perfect tense or present perfect continuous tense. Here, the context talks about his father's death past and talks about since the death of your father. It talks about past to present. This is the context. Some action from the past to the present. Then you have to use present perfect tense with the preposition since or for. Since specific and for time period. Based on that, it is not, you cannot consider past tense. You wasted, no. It should be either the first option or the fourth option. Here it is a question. Based on that, you cannot use affirmative form, you have wasted. It should be in interrogative form. Based on that, how much money have you wasted? How much money have you wasted since the death of your father? Another example, how much money have you spent so far? Here we also use expressions like so far. How much money have you spent so far? How much money have you spent since 2010? Since 2010 specific. How much money have you spent for 10 for the last 10 years, for the past 10 years? But that goes more with the present perfect continuous. I hope you guys got it. Here we have to use present perfect. This is based on prepositional combination, not a tough question, an easy one. One reading, you should be able to. Yes, have you wasted, Shivam? That is right. Everyone was greatly astonished. What is the meaning of the word astonished? Surprised a lot. Once you focus on that word, you can get the answer within no time. Astonished at is the right combination and not of, not for. And surprised also takes the same preposition. Astonished at, no, not on, at. Surprised at, astonished at. So you have to, this question is based on prepositional combination. Geeta had been dancing at the party little more than usual. Amazed at, oh, Angelina, you are here. I think you did not attend this afternoon the session with person. This you got to read carefully, only then you can spot the error. Flabbergasted, surprised, amazed, astonished, all these. Ah, very good. Angelina, first one, then Ranveer Singh. Here, Geeta had been dancing. Past perfect continuous because there is a time period, but not very specific. A little more than usual. If you say little, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It has a negative connotation. Here we have to say a little more than. Then it makes some sense. I'm sorry. A little. We cannot say little. It doesn't make any sense. A little. Yes. Or due to ill health. I hope you are doing well. Question number 17. There are two ways to correct this sentence. First, you read the sentence very carefully. It is not worthy the company's reputation to compromise on quality for the sake of profit. Where is the error? Vishal says 17B. No, nothing wrong with B, nothing wrong with C, nothing, you cannot consider D. So, compromise on quality. Yes, here it is not worthy of, we have to use a preposition of. It is not worthy of the company's reputation. That is one way to express the idea. You can also say it is not worth, it is not worth the company's reputation. Company's reputation. There are two ways you can express the same idea. One, it is not worthy of the company's reputation. Second, it is not worth the company's reputation. Either way, it is correct. Both mean the same. Yes, of course. Fixed preposition. I prefer the expression prepositional combination. Prepositional combination or fixed preposition. Either way, it is your choice. Let us go to question number 18. Her heart was pounding as he stopped front of her. An easy one, should not be that difficult. Worthy of, worth, yes. Here, her heart was pounding past continuous, no problem. And that time something, when something happened, then something started or something was going on. As he stopped, will you say front of her or in front of her? So here it is based on the prepositional phrase in front of her. We need to use a preposition in front of her. That is a prepositional phrase. Yes. Question number 19. The company which has won the government contract also plans to invest with power sector. This is also an easy one, should not be that difficult. One reading you should be able to answer. And based on prepositional combination. Question number 19. B. Nothing wrong with B. Nothing wrong with A. In the front of, we don't say in the front of, we say in front of. Here, the company which has won the government contract also plans to invest. Invest takes a preposition in. What do we say? Invest in. Prepositional combination. Based on that, invest in power sector, not with power sector, in power sector. Again, you have got if, then you got to be alert, read the sentence very carefully and spot the error. If I can see you, I'm sure you would be looking beautiful. That is an assumption, positive mindset. Where is the error? What is the correct expression? No one has responded. An easy one. Here, if I can see you, I'm sure you would be looking beautiful. Here we cannot use the helping verb can. We have to use the past form. We have to say, if I could see you, if I could see you, I'm sure you would be looking beautiful. Could and would. We cannot use can over here. If I could see you, I'm sure you would be looking beautiful. I would like to know your score. Let's say I have brought about 20 questions, 17 plus, or I would say 15 plus, good score. You should be happy. Between 10 and 15, good enough, but you have to improve. I don't know how many of you know every afternoon, not afternoon, at 12 noon, there is one session, 12 noon session, special class. Here, these are free classes. Till last week, I would take the approach like holistic vocabulary, but I have changed that approach. Today, the response has been very good. Monday, one word substitutes. Tuesday, synonyms and antonyms. Wednesday, important idioms. So every day, one topic. Today, these are the words, 25 words. See if you know the meanings of these words. All these words go with effective English and very important from the exam point of view. Vishal says 16 out of 20. That's pretty good. Very good. 16 out of 20. You should be very happy. Maiden means what? Try to guess the meaning first, then I will give the meaning. Maiden speech, maiden over, maiden century means what? Are you guys there? Please try to answer. Maiden means whatever you think, you just respond. First time, for the first time, that is one meaning. Another meaning of maiden as a noun, it means a girl or a young woman. Outdated. Outdated means what? Old fashioned. Now I see your responses. That's good. Go to the second one. Outdated means what? You can say that also. Very good. Please go to expired, old fashioned. That would be better. Obsolete, no longer in use. We cannot use spinster over here. Spinster goes more with maiden. If you're talking about maiden, is it one of the meanings? A girl or a young woman? Not in use, obsolete. Obsolete technology, no longer in use. Typewriters have become obsolete. Nuance, what is the meaning of the word nuance? Nuances of facial expressions, nuances of language. Antique also you can say. What is the meaning of nuance? Nuance means subtle, slight difference, subtle difference. We use the word nuance, plural nuances. Pun means either a joke or a puzzle based on homophones. Pun, Subtle, exactly. subtle, but B is silent, subtle. Pun means either a joke or a puzzle based on homophones. Yes, slight, subtle. You can also think of either joke or puzzle. Puzzle. For example, why is Sunday the strongest day? Monday to Saturday, we say weekdays. Because other days are weekdays, Sunday is the strongest day. That is a pun. Yes. Sunday is the strongest day because other days are weekdays. Tyro means beginner, novice, greenhorn. And what is the meaning of euphemism? You have got this word. Euphemism means what? Saying something harsh in a nice way. New to anything, you can say that also. Soliloquy, what does it mean? Usually, layman we contrast with a professional. A professional on the one hand, a layman on the other hand. But here, a beginner, a different connotation. Yes, no, that is somni. Here, talking to oneself, solo means alone. Talking to oneself, when you are alone, you talk to yourself. Then we use this word. Yes, self talk. That is the best expression. Obituary means what? You see in the newspaper. Exactly, that's right. A note or a notice related to someone's death. Death notice, you can say. A note after the death of someone. Yes, that's right. Extempore. Usually people say extempore means what? Spontaneous. It goes with speech. For that, there is one expression, idiomatic expression, off the cuff. And some people are very good, they speak fluently. There is another idiomatic expression, we say gift of the gab. Have you heard of this gift of the gab? Yes. And vandalism. What does it mean? Speech without preparation, that's right. Go to the next one. I think there's a time lag. Vandalism, impromptu, you can say that. Vandal is a person, his act is called vandalism. Means what? Damaging private property as well as public property, but usually we say damaging public property like monuments, tourist places, someone goes and damages, that is known as vandalism. Gift of the gab, to be able to speak fluently. Furlough, many students may not know the meaning of this particular word. It means long leave. It goes with soldiers. It also goes with employees. For that furlough, we also use the word lay off. Lay off. Yes. You guys are with the 11th one, I suppose. Leave. Long leave. Yes, that's right. And codicil, not a regular word. It goes with the supplement to a will. You all know the word will. Supplement to the will, we use codicil. Effusion goes with the fluids, tissues getting filled with fluids, effusion. That's a medical term. It goes more with medicine and biology, not everyday English word. What is the meaning of adjunct? All these are important words. They have been asking. Addition. Adjunct means addition. That's right. Appraisal, assessment, estimate, adjunct professor. That's right. Good expression. And appraisals, if you go to the private sector, big companies, annually, every year they go for appraisals, employee appraisal, means assessment, how they have been performing. This is an important word. Exonerate means what? Free from blame. You stop blaming someone, then we use exonerate. Counselor, for which word? Exonerate, free from charges, free from blame. Evaluation of performance, exactly. This goes with employees. Employees. Adolescent, teenage, 13 to 19. Teenage, we use the word adolescence, adolescent. I said 25 words. And reticent, what is the meaning of reticent? Appraise, that is one of the meanings. Yes, you can use that one. Reticent means reserved, introvert, being reserved, taciturn, exactly, Madhav. Laconic, taciturn, reserved, recluse, introvert, all these words. Obsolete, related word, obsolescent, same meaning, not in use. Translucent, oh, I'm sorry. No, 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 no. My mistake. Uh, I'm sorry about that. Please give me a second. We got to be careful with technology. Hmm. So, have you got reticent? How can I prepare for UPSC from class 9? Who is this? Jane. It is too early. Ninth standard, but I appreciate. Be thorough with all the subjects. And once you complete your 10th or plus 2, then you can think of the actual preparation. So reticent is over. This is over. Translucent means partially transparent, not completely, partially. Cocktail. What is the meaning of cocktail? Why, Dera Baba, you have been asking the same word? I have been telling you guys, please don't ask new questions. I have already told one of the students, morning also, that is the reason why I did not answer. Ask anything related to what you see over here, then I'm ready to answer. Because every student brings one question, we cannot work on these questions. We'll be going off the track. I wish you all the best, Jane. So, cocktail, alcoholic drinks you mix, cocktail, and fruit juices you mix, mocktail. Nepotism, an important word. Nepotism means no problem, no problem. Please don't say sorry. I understand your enthusiasm. I appreciate your enthusiasm. But we have limitations over here. Nepotism, you favor your kith and kin. Kith and kin, you favor them. Then we use nepotism. Nepotism means what? To favor. Your kith and kin means what? Your relatives, your friends, your acquaintances. Favoritism, especially towards relatives. Iconoclast, an important word. A person who attacks traditional ideas, or established institutions. He attacks traditional beliefs or established institutions, then we use the word iconoclast. That is also an important word. In a way, he opposes beliefs related to religion, obviously. So that's all for today. Hope you guys, thank you very much for the feedback, Subramaniam. I appreciate that. Hope you guys have got enriched. And do remember, 12 noon session every day, 12 noon, Unacademy platform. It is tomorrow. It is going to be important synonyms and antonyms. After that, important idioms. It goes that way. And these are free classes. We don't charge. Free classes. If you want to enrich your word power, you attend a session. Then you get an idea how to what extent you get benefited. Good night to all of you. Thank you very much for being with me till